The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a pitch out to Kamara. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Oh, good move. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here's Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Goff now looking to throw. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Goff now to throw. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Good set. We got three, fellas. We got three. Watch the safety creep. Here we go. 0-2.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Yellow waiting.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 28 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now gone. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
We got 4
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Ready. You waiting? Hey, kill. Ready, protect.
He's going to get it running right. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready. You're 90.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Yes. Switch.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Ready. We're waiting.
Motion backfield.
Got it.
Motion.
Got it. 11.
26 Mike.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready. We're waiting.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. On 1st down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Joe. Hey, lift.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game. And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football? Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff dumps it off to Gurley. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat. Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short. Goff now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%. Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Goff. And my goodness, This is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Ready. Yellow weighty. 21.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Oh, you got deep?
11.
Breeze now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3 down. Ready. You waiting? Hey, easy.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On the ground, Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
11.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
On 1st down, Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
5-4. 4 down. Check. Ready. You waiting?
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down. Alert.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Ready. Yellow weighty.
26, Mike.
21.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
3 down. Back.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. We're waiting. Ready for set.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Ready. We're waiting. Ready for set.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Super. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
After the interception, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Like 20. Maverick.
Here's Goff. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Go, 12. Go. Super. Hey, 5. Value 1. Tiger.
Orange.
Hey, Shell. Merlin.
2nd and 10. Goff again. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
14. Go. DC. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go. DC. Hey, 5.
Goff on third down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Brees going to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
17.
Now Goff on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Back to throw. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, 44 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confident.
And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
21.
Brees is looking to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Brees now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brees. He'll let it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. 12, 12, 12. Ready, my shot.
Now Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games that much.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on back. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, I'm at. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jutting, they know what that. We had a plan, we came on top in the building again. We never ran.